So tell me what's new, man. What's new going on with the progress for us
My
getting the way you want to be.
situation, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last week, last Thursday, I've been trying to get back to Philadelphia to get some more surgery so I can get some more movement in my body and get some more nerves, working in my spine so I can get this trick out my neck or whatever and get the rehab, either Bryn Mawr or Moss, like basically gunshot wound rehabs or whatever. And I got some good news last Thursday where they showed me all my paperwork been filled out from my doctor for my insurance and basically letting the insurance know that because they won't pay for my insurance to the hospital unless I check with all the neurologists basically down Delaware that does surgery on spinal cords or any kind of serious like acute care, which means like serious surgery down in Delaware. So I had to go around Delaware and check with different places to get see if I can get surgery in Delaware. Nobody could. So now they approved me to get surgery in Philadelphia where they do all gunshot wounds. So everything got approved so far with Delaware. So now I'm just waiting for my insurance to put in to the University of Pennsylvania. That's where University of Penn. That's where I'm going to get surgery. Inshallah, God willing. So I'm hoping, inshallah, man, everything work out. It should be like, what's the day? The 22nd. It should be like a week or two. And, all blessings to the Lord, man. Everything work out for me, man. Ramadan coming. I need these blessings. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to be working diligently with the Lord, you know, still making my five salats every day like I've been doing, getting deep into the Quran more and, just keeping all my faith into the Lord, man.
Okay, so now with all this progress, man, this just means that you one step closer to your ultimate goal.
Man, each day I offer my five salats, man. I'm I'm one step forward to getting back. Cause the Lord, long, long, long you don't turn your back on the Lord ain't gonna turn his back on you. And as I read in the Quran, the Lord said, if you take a step towards me, I'm gonna come running towards you. If you reach for me, I'm gonna stretch my arms out so far that I'm gonna grab you. And like, if you think of me, I'm gonna think of you even more and do more for you. Long, long as you thinking of me. And that's for all his servants, all his slaves that worship him. And I look at that as is real, and I stand upon that. I stand on that. So even just me just being strong in my deen, which means religion, I feel better every day. Like I don't stress, I don't cry, I ain't depressed. I've been in this situation 60 months, man. If you can count that up, and you know what 60 months is, that's 5 years, man. 5 years. I've been in this situation, not stressing at all. And every single one of my folks, man, anytime I need them, or I want to go out to a restaurant, they right there, man. Anytime I need sneakers, clothes, anything, man, they right there. You know what I mean? I got people on my side that's right there. You know what I mean? Even like my family, my mom, pop, they there. You know what I mean? My sisters, you know what I mean? They there. It's just like, I had one of my boys come up here, you know what I mean? And he asked me like, what I'm gonna do when I get out. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't wanna go back to, selling drugs, starting from the bottom, even though I can go that way. And he like, yo, you know it's already there free, you know what I mean? You might gotta start from the bottom, you know what I mean? And climb your way back up the ladder. But I'm saying to myself, that's like, I think like, if I think about going straight back to the streets, that's like all the prayers and all the stuff that, like I pray to Allah. It's like, what was I praying for? Just to get out of this situation, to go back to the same thing. You know what I mean? And then he was like, yo, what if you see the dudes, you know what I mean, who done this to you? You know what I mean? How you gonna go about that? I said, first of all, man, I want to get them out the way. You know what I mean? Because if I don't get back at them, then anybody gonna think they're gonna be able to do something to me, and I ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? And then,
So wait a minute.
And then he hit me with this. You 32 years old, and you got 3 sons. You got 2 sons that's 13, and you got 1 son, your youngest son. Nah. So what if you get back at these dudes or whatever, or dude that shot you? You know what I mean? But you really don't know who shot you because you didn't see it. But what if you do give it back, or somebody tell you, yo, that's dude that shot you? You know what I mean? He was running this mouth. And I get back at him, and I get locked up, and they give me 60 years, and I don't get to come home to Christmas Eve, 2060. You know what I mean? 2060, Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? Like, then what you gonna do? You talk about that you got a son that's 3rd in the nation running back all around the world. How you gonna handle that?
Say it.
Yeah, so like as the question you asked me, like, how do it feel like getting one more step to freedom? Basically, I'm in freedom now, but it's not like jail, but it's like jail to me because I do the same thing every day, but I just feel like I want to do right. But at the same token, it's like if I be around the same crew and they still getting the same money that they did and all that, and they showing me different stuff, but my man Sachi, he told me, man, you don't even gotta worry about them dudes, man, or whoever it was that shot you, you know what I mean? Man, you gonna be down Atlanta somewhere, man, you know what I mean? You already got a crib down there. You already got folks down there, you know what I mean? You got opportunity to get away, like some dudes don't even got an opportunity to leave Wilmington, you know what I mean? On a bus or a train, even to just go to Philadelphia or New York. You know what I mean? So I just gotta take it slow, one step at a time. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna take it like that.
All right, I got a question that I want to ask you. You still got a life. You can get away from this environment, but you can't get away from life. Do you have any idea what you gonna do with your life? What else you gonna do with your life? Cause you 32, you young.
Yeah, young buck, man.
Young.
Boy, man. Like
So-
it be girls coming there working. They be like, yo, how old are you? I'll be like, yo, how old I look? They be like, you look like you 28, 27. I said, yeah. I'm like, no, I guess, you know what I mean? They be like, no, you look like you about 25, 27. I'll be like, stop playing, you know what I mean?
So do you think about that? Like if you're not, like you said, you're not going back, you don't want to go back to the streets, you don't want to go do the same thing. So have you thought about what you're going to do for the rest of your life?
It depends how I come up out of this situation and my capabilities to walk, use my arms, you know what I mean, my fingers, everything. It's up to the Lord. The Lord already got a plan for me. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a thing, not a thing, but it's it's two words in the Quran that says divine preordainments. That means the Lord already got a plan for you. Whether you take, whether you being positive or whether you being negative. And what it means is, in the first chapter of the Quran, in the 6th verse, and it's stated, Adinas Siratu Mustaqim, and that means to follow the straight path. And even in the straight path is the positive path. But even though you follow the straight path and you being positive, the devil still gonna stand in your way and try to put a foot in the middle of your road, even when you being positive. So the negative part is what Allah said is, if you going down a negative road, He got something for you down that negative road, and He got something for you down the positive road as well. But you always gotta remember that even if you walk that positive road, it's gonna be something for you down that road as well. But it's how you persevere through everything. And the way I look at it as, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said he had some of his companions around him, meaning some of his Muslim believers that believed in him, that he was a prophet. They was sitting around him, and he drew a square and some sand while they was sitting down, and he drew a straight line in the middle of the square. In each corner, he drew death. On the sides, he drew death. And he had a straight line going through the middle of the square. He said, if you walk this straight path through the square, you'll make it through life on a positive note. But he said, if you go diagonally, or you go right, or you go left, you're going to end up in death. And when I read that, it always stuck to me. And I always wanted to teach Muslim brothers that, and people that's not even Muslim. And that will always stick to me to the day I leave this earth. And that's serious, man. So, to you brothers out there, to you sisters in faith, and to your sisters, and to the sisters that's not in faith, and to the brothers that's not in faith, meaning whether you Christian or whatever you believe in, if you're not doing positive things in your life, whether working positive or, and I know it's a lot of people, looking at this right now like, man, he up there talking that bull crap, man. As soon as he hit the street, man, he going straight back to the streets. No, I'm not thinking. I'm really not thinking like that. And I'm not going to lie. It do cross my mind. Because, the devil got his way of showing you things in life that make you want to go back to your old ways. Like, before I got shot, I had a Corvette.
Hold up.
Before, I got shot, I had a Corvette. Now, mind you, like a week ago, I saw the commercial, and they had the brand new Corvette out, like a 2017. And I'm looking at this joint like, God damn, this joint, man. It was all white. And he went around to the side of the passenger seat, and he let his girlfriend out the side of the passenger seat, and it was a convertible type. And I'm looking like, yo, I gotta have it. You know what I mean? And then I thought to myself, like, how I'm gonna get it fast? Because I want it as soon as I get right. And when he was letting his girlfriend out the passenger seat, he told her to turn around, and all these people came out of a mansion. And she turned around and seen all the people, and he just got on one knee and proposed to her and pulled out a big diamond ring. And she was like, yes, 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 you know what I mean? But the Corvette still sitting there, and I'm looking like, I gotta have that joint. I gotta have it, man. So I'm not gonna sit up here in front like I still don't want to be that dude that can go to a saving deposit box or a drop box and have 300, 400, 500,000 when I know people that got it and can do it, and it's there to do it. Like, it's still easy to get money out there, and that wasn't my problem. Like, I ain't get booked. I ain't had no problem getting money. And that's another thing that bothered me. When I was out there, I had people working, man. I ain't had to touch nothing. Only thing I touched was money. I'm talking about, I counted so much money that it hurt my hands. Like, you know what I mean? Like, facts, man. I was getting some money, and I was crazy straight. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it always real every time I get on this camera. This was the first time in my life getting some IRA money where I can count 50 grand, 60 grand, and that ain't even no money to me. I can blow that on a car easy, or, blow it on a house or dumb stuff. But I know I can go out there today or tomorrow and get right back at it and be up 100 grand real fast. Easy. Like, the connect is still there. You know, the plug is still there. They ain't going nowhere. They always gonna be there. But at the same token, I wanna be there for my sons. And, you know, I still wanna follow the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. And I ask, you know, to this day, I ask Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Most High. I ask him through my prayers to forgive the people who shot me. That's facts, man. That's facts. Like, I ask him to forgive the people who shot me, and I ask Allah to bless them in everything. Like, that's how I feel, and that's where I'm at in my life. Cause I need them blessings and the forgiveness as well. You know, it just don't go one way.
All right, we gotta wrap it up, but I'm gonna ask you one more question. Have you forgiven them?
Have I forgiven the person who shot me?
Yeah. Even though you don't know who it is,
Yeah.
have you forgiven them?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay.
I ask Allah in my prayers, subhanahu wa ta'ala, to forgive the person who shot me, innocent blessings upon him. So, you know, that's how I feel, and that's where I'm at in my life with it.
Maria, part 2.
Even though I asked the Lord to forgive the person who shot me and send blessings upon me, the people I done grew up with, as far as like my man J-Rock and, you know, people from the projects that I grew up with, I still deep down, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to like I said before, I still like got animosity inside of me that still make me want to get back at them, because that's how I was raised from the people that, you know, that I know that's really dangerous like that. They ain't gonna let nothing go. You gonna be living under my feet, dead, taking a dirt nap if you shot one of us in years prior of this. And you know, that's how I feel. You know, but I just wanted to point that out because I don't want to be fake about the situation, but at the same time, facts, real talk, I forgive the person, and the Lord knows my heart, and I ask the Lord to still send blessings upon the person who done this to me, and I hope when I get back on my feet, and inshallah I get back on my feet, if Allah wills me to get back on my feet, that if I do, or if the person that shot me, I hope they don't try to shoot me again, because I don't even know who it is. I got people telling me, saying it's this person, that person, but I can't go by what other people say. No, I can't go by what other people say. I never seen it from my own eyes, but I just hope and pray to God that the person will let it go. Like, you shot me once and you paralyzed me, and I came up out this situation, mashallah, and just don't do it again. Like Jay-Z say, man, just let me be great, man. Just let me be great, man. It's a lot of people that don't want me to great, man. Even in the situation that I am now, in this rehab place, they don't want me to be great. They don't want me to leave, and I see it every day. Like they took their time with my paperwork. You know what I mean? They don't want me to be great. You know what I mean? I just want people in the world, man, and I ask a lot, just let me be great, man. And I'm gonna leave it as that, man. Just let me be great.
I mean, when I look at that, and I think about him, and at the end of this, him being able to say, I forgive him, and just let me live. That's a person that he got broke. Life broke him all the way down. I mean, you live in one way where that's not, forgiveness is not even in your vocabulary. Somebody shoots you, you shoot them back. Now you sitting up in the hospital because somebody shot you and they've taken your legs away. They've taken your arms away, your fingers, your toes. They've taken all your mobility away. You can't even go piss by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you going through all of that for 5 years and counting, because it ain't over for him yet. You got a lot of things got to go through your mind. So you go through the sadness, the self-pity. You go through the anger. You go through the revenge thoughts. But for you, after all of that, to be able to come to the forgiveness and I just want to live part, man, you got broke all the way down. And sometimes, man, I hate to say it, for some people, that's what it takes. But for a lot of people, they don't even get that chance. For him, you got to look at him and you got to really say he's lucky. You know, you got to really say he's lucky because the choices he made prior to that led him to this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happenstance. It ain't by chance. When you look at the way he was living before, this is almost the only way he could, other than dead or in jail. This is the only other way. And you ain't got to be a psychic to see that. You know what I mean? But when you in that life and when you live in that way, you push that shit out your head. You don't even consider those possibilities. Because if you consider those possibilities, you become scared. You'll be scared. And they can't allow it. You can't allow yourself to be scared when you living like that. So you kid yourself. You tell yourself you a man, you a gangster, you a thug. But what you really doing is you hiding from real thoughts. Because you already know where you going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for him to be able to come out of all of that on the other side and say, I forgive him and all I want to do is just let me live, let me be great. He got broke down.